This is Mortal Faces, and you're about to see Madame de Pompadour, the predecessor to Madame du Barry. I'm looking at a woman who knew who she was from the very beginning. She did not care to be normal because she knew she wasn't. She was destined for greatness, and it was her confidence that drove her journey to the top. And that's what this video is about, seeing how far confidence can take you in life, and boy, did it take her far. As always, we're going to transform her faces into real life using a few of her portraits, and if you're new to Mortal Faces, I also provide commentary about the people that I transform using my technology and Photoshop skills to give you my artistic interpretation of how I think she might have looked if taken with a camera. Okay, so let's get started. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more historical recreations, and let me know in the comments who you'd like to see in real life. Jeanne-Antoinette Poisson was born in 1721 in Paris during the reign of King Louis XV, and 22 years before his famous mistress Madame du Barry. Unlike Madame du Barry, Jeanne was not born poor. She had her mother and her official father, but there were also two other gentlemen who could have been her biological dad. Either way, she was well taken care of and had the best education she could get. It was at an early age that she was taken to a fortune teller who said that she would one day reign over the heart of a king. And her mother took this as a good sign. So for the rest of her education, she was groomed to become a successful mistress. Jeanne was very strong in the arts, so music, dancing, literature, painting. And in 1740, when she was 19, she was married to a family friend named Charles. He was very wealthy and he quickly fell in love with her. And she also vowed never to leave him except for the king. So here you have a woman who was told her whole life that she would get the heart of the king. Being married to a successful financier was great and all, but she knew she could do better. So there she was, a successful socialite, waiting for her moment to pounce. She had a house near the forest, and that's where the king would often go and take a stroll. Because she was not part of his entourage, she could not just walk up to him and introduce herself. So one day in 1744, when she was 23, she said screw it, and she drove right in front of the king. It took a couple of tries, but eventually he remembered her and he took notice. Long story short, his current mistress died. He chose her to be his new mistress. She separates from her husband and now lives in Versailles. In 1745, at 24 years old, she officially became the Marquise de Pompadour. Louis was 29 at this time. Unlike du Barry, Pompadour was well liked by the court and even by the queen. So for the next 20 years until 1764, Madame de Pompadour would take the heart of the king, and that's all she really wanted. And the question is, how did she do it? You can imagine this very ambitious woman coming into the French court. No one quite knows how she's going to play her cards, but it soon becomes apparent when she strikes and stays sharp the entire time. She planned this moment her whole life, how to capture the king and what to do when she had him. So she was on the ball. She became his confidant. She was the only one he trusted. She had opinions, ideas, and intellectual thoughts, and these were things that he liked. He didn't want a bimbo, and she was far from it. Her brains even spilled into political life for other diplomats, and Jeanne became like a prime minister to the king. People would go to her for her influence and negotiating powers, and she became extremely powerful. You see, one of her many gifts was her confidence. It played a huge role in her success. She was confident in politics, negotiating, debating her opinion, and in her presence. She knew her self-worth, and that even extended to allowing the king to bed other women. Because Jeanne knew her value, and any other girl would be just a one-night stand. Jeanne had his heart, and that's all that mattered. Madame de Pompadour did not go unscathed though. She did make some poor decisions politically, and the king supported her. So when those ventures failed, blame was put on Louis. And this brought down his reputation, and to this day we can still see a lot of negative press about Louis XV. Before she died, Madame de Pompadour made a lot of changes to France during her career. Because of her passion for the arts, she had a huge presence and so developed fashion, architecture, and the Rococo movement in fine arts and decorative style. A lot of how we picture Versailles and the French court today, with the wigs and the dresses and the golden lines in furniture and decor, is attributed to Madame de Pompadour. The woman had a very successful career and she died right in the middle of it. She was 42 in 1764. It was tuberculosis or lung cancer that killed her. Louis stayed by her side until the very end, and after her death, his next mistress, Madame du Barry, would bring her own color and flavor into the French court. I hope you found this enjoyable. Some of you might have liked it, some of you might have not. But what I wanted to do by showing you this is kind of explore a little perspective in history and bridge the gap between reality today and reality back then. History is filled with real decisions and emotions, the same ones that we have today. It's just wrapped in a different package. I hope you found this interesting, and I hope you continue to watch my transformations and be trying to give you some story, color, and flavor to the past.